Hi there, welcome to Psyche. Today we will be talking about sunk cost fallacy. Do you have a bursting closet of clothes with many of them that you haven't worn for many years but you're reluctant to get rid of them? You wonder, I can't throw any of them away because I paid so much money to buy them. It would be such a pity to throw. Or you might find yourself in a situation where you and your colleagues can't seem to get along and you're extremely stressed out, but you think, I have put in so much effort into the project I am part of. Nothing will improve if I change department anyway. You justify riding a loser or getting stuck on what you already have because you fear that walking away would mean that you wasted your time or money. If you recognize yourself in one of these situations, then you are suffering from commitment to sunk cost, which is the act of trying to recover your investment by holding on to it because you cannot accept that it is no longer working. We can think of sunk cost as focusing on the past cost rather than future utility. You're concerned with how much effort you've invested rather than how much you'll stand to gain in future. This causes us to make backward-looking decisions. Humans make use of the past to justify the future, which may then result in bad decisions. Why do we end up committing ourselves to something even when we realize that the decision is not a good one? Because our thoughts are characterized by several flawed reasoning. 1. I've put in so much effort, it is definitely going to work. 2. What if I change to something else and I regret my decision? 3. I'm wasting all my effort if I give up now. 4. Others will think I am bad if I give up now. I don't want to be a loser. Such thoughts can be explained by the fear and uncertainty we face. For example, we tend to frame change as a loss rather than gain. So perhaps we may be concerned with how bad we will feel in giving up the sunk cost. We may think that our unhappiness will be so intense that we wouldn't be able to stand it, and so we would rather not change. We may also be overly concerned with how others will view us if we give up on a sunk cost, anticipating that they will criticize us, blame us for not giving up earlier, or view us as a quitter. We may also have the fear of wasting, where we want to prove that it was not a waste so that we stay in hopes that things will improve. Perhaps some of us might also have loss aversion, where we don't like the idea or feeling of losing. We may think that we need to prove that we are right about making our decisions, and that giving up a sunk cost will prove that we made a mistake. Or sometimes, it's easier not to change rather than initiate change, so we tend to resist change partly because of the fear of immediate regret. You might think, oh, what if the situation gets worse if I decide to go to another department? Perhaps the situation I am currently in is considered pretty good now? This is linked back to the loss frame, where the failure to anticipate the positive opportunities that might follow once we have abandoned a sunk cost prevents us from making changes. So how can we then avoid committing to a sunk cost? Ask yourself the following questions. Is it more important for you to be happy than sticking to a bad decision? If happiness is more important to you, and you know that you are unhappy in the current situation, it is a sign that you should consider other alternatives. Was there new information that you initially did not know of, but it has now changed your expectations? If you realize that the situation is different from what you initially expected it to be, then it might also be a sign that your initial decision might not be the best. What is the opportunity cost for sticking to your initial decision? If you realized that the cost outweighs the benefits that you stand to gain out of the decision, then it is clear that you are facing a sunk cost. Of course, there are other guides in which you can use to determine if you are trapped in a sunk cost. The easiest is always to ask people for their opinions, since they can be more rational when understanding the situation from a third person's point of view. Once again, thank you for watching my video and remember to subscribe.